Hi, my name is Dennis Livingston, and I'm the director for MBR systems at OVIVO. And today we're going to be talking about MBR solutions. OVIVO got involved with MBR technology in the United States and North America back in 2001. In 2001, at that time, the promise of MBR was shrinking the footprint of activated sludge systems by eliminating sedimentation or clarifiers and replacing them with membranes. An MBR system basically is just an activated sludge process using submerged membranes for the filtration part of that process. Because of some limitations or perceived limitations, MBR technology was limited to a very small part of the market and sort of relegated to small footprint situations or where a very high quality effluent was required. The perceived limitations were high energy costs, expensive as compared to conventional treatment, and there was a perceived risk with end-of-pipe membrane filtration. OVIVO now, over the last 11, 12 years, has innovated at the system level to overcome those limitations and make MBR more applicable to more plants and more situations. Working over the last 10, 11 years, we've seen 4, 5, 6 different innovations as far as the submerged membrane units or membrane equipment. So I'd like to take you through some of these innovations and talk a little bit more about the details of how these different technologies improve the value proposition of MBR solutions. StormBlock's technology is the very first membrane-based physical-chemical treatment system approved for reuse in the state of California. This Title 22 approved technology uses ultrafiltration for filtration of stormwater during a storm event, followed by simple granular activated carbon media bed treatment. And finally, we've added zeolite as a step to remove ammonia or ammonium ion to meet tight nitrogen limits. This physical chemical treatment process can be easily brought online to handle wet weather flows. It can also be easily mothballed or taken out of service. Other advantages of the system, of the technology, include a very small footprint, and finally, the energy efficiency of the system surpasses even MBR technology at its best efficiency point. One of the other early limitations, now this is going back a decade or more, of MBR systems, again, was oxygen transfer limitations of the fine bubble diffusers. We use a very highly efficient diffuser, the Aerostrip diffuser, for most of our applications, but in those situations where we need to get more oxygen in at a higher mixed liquid concentration, a higher biosolids inventory, we'll move to concentrated oxygen. This is one of the technologies that we use, the primary one at this point, called Space Cone technology. How it works is, basically we take a slipstream from the activated sludge process, we pump that to higher pressures, say 50 psi, maybe even up to 100 psi, run it through the cone, and introduce concentrated oxygen into the cone. The downward velocity of the water equilibrates with the upward velocity of the bubbles until there's an equilibrium formed. That equilibrium is called the bubble swarm. The bubble swarm is where these bubbles full of concentrated oxygen bubbles will stay in one place in the cone until all of the oxygen is transferred from the bubble into the mixed liquor. Oxygen-rich mixed liquor then is pumped back into the activated sludge process where it delivers oxygen to the process as needed. For nearly 15 years, OVIVO has been the largest integrator of Kubota flat plate technology in the world. The technology is extremely durable, well proven, and now we have 6 different Kubota flat plate membrane units in our lineup. However, to that lineup, we've added a flat sheet technology that we call the OV400. This is an example of the flat sheet technology incorporated into the OV400, and you can see, one, that there's 8 millimeters of space between the sheets, and 2, that the sheets are pliable or moved. The benefit of the flat sheet technology is maximum self-healing, so if there is debris, if there is screen bypass, which can affect any MBR, then instead of damaging the membranes and somehow degrading the quality of effluent, actually the membranes themselves will self-heal rapidly within seconds. The diffusers that we currently use are extremely rugged and robust and can last up to 20 years. MBR technology applies to every project, every wastewater treatment problem across the spectrum and across a range of flows. because OVIVO has innovated at the system level, we've improved on oxygen transfer and overcome that limitation. We've improved on storm flow capabilities or peak flow treatment capabilities and peaking factors. And we've also made the membrane technology itself virtually bulletproof.